away from Philadelphia alone. Gritty? Determined? And Todd, the woman suffered a stroke less than a month ago. But she pushed through the pain to show up at your doorstep because she just had to see her daughter again.
That's the way mothers are.
Uh-huh. And what happens when this mother is back 100%? We're going to have a brutally tough fight on our hands.
Are you saying you're not up for the fight?
Look, Todd, don't misunderstand me. I've won every case I've tried so far and loved every minute, but I'm an attorney, not a gunslinger.
Could have fooled me.
Well, then let me set you straight. It's true, I have a huge financial stake in our little agreement. But I'm here to look after your best interests. Legally speaking, not mine. That was the deal we made.
Well, I married a real pro, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And in this professional's opinion, neither you nor Starr would be well served by another take-no-prisoners custody fight.
There's no other choice.
Yes, there is. Reconciliation.
You're nuts.
Todd, if there's another way for you and Blair to work things out, I say try it.
You know, I go to all this trouble to try and set up a quickie divorce, and now you're gonna play Cupid?
I don't have to. You love Blair.
There's a lot of deep feeling in both of you, divorce or no.
Forget about it.
Then what about Starr?
I think she's a terrific kid, but it's not such a good idea for her to like me back too much, because after all, I'm not a permanent fixture around here. You know, maybe I should actually leave sooner rather than later.
Are you just gonna run out on this whole setup? You're gonna give up the money with just like that?
I'm willing to. Then after a while, you can send out a feeler to Blair, see what happens.
You're serious.
You pay for my advice, this is it. You've got only two alternatives. The status quo, you waiting for the legal monsoon to happen, Starr without a mother, me taking up shelf space here. Or reconciliation, featuring a mother and father for Starr, and a real wife for you. Which sounds better?
This is not gonna happen.
Tell me why.
Well, for one thing, Blair has said that she would rather rot in hell than get back together with me.
You fought her on everything else. Why not this?
It is not gonna happen now. You stop pushing me.
Don't you think you deserve for it to happen?
You just went too far, counselor.
I seem to be doing that a lot. So, maybe I'll go someplace where I won't have to watch my steps so much.
You know something? I don't pay you for your two-bit analysis, all right? I get plenty of that from Vicky. And she gives it to me for nothing.
Well, this has been a most... Look, Todd has harassed me about pretty much everything under the sun, or under his roof anyway. But not about who I am. Just the opposite, in fact.
What? Oh, don't tell me. He's supportive.
I know it's hard to believe.
Impossible.
Well, maybe you should give it a try. Look, I'm sorry.
I'm not a big fan of bearing my soul.
I've learned to keep quiet when everything I say can and always will be used against me.
But you told all this to Todd.
Yeah. And you know what? It was easy. I know that sounds strange. Anything being easy with Todd. It's true, though.
Amazing.
Well, it's not like he's exactly comfortable in his life either. He knows what it's like to never quite feel at home, even in his own skin. If I was sure that he operated on the same basic emotional principles as the rest of humanity, I'd say he was a lonely guy.
I'd say you like him.
I feel for him. It's as if he's swimming hard against a tide that never lets him reach the shore. I know what that's like.
You're giving him way too much credit. As a husband, as a man, as a human being, fill in the blank. You know, I know from personal experience.
Maybe you read him wrong.
Oh, You know, it was what he said for a compliment.
What if I told you that Todd was more of an across-the-board jerk than a racist, whatever he said to you notwithstanding?
Then you would have to tell me what you would base that conclusion on.
Him.
I don't know what you mean.
I asked Todd point blank about that incident. He said he'd been stupid and thoughtless, but that racism wasn't in the mix.
And you believed him?
Look, I think I've been at pretty close range to Todd lately, and from what I've seen of him, he does have a problem with one race. It's the human race. He's an equal opportunity irritant.
Taya, I liked you from the first moment I met you. And I know you're really turned up right now, which I'm really glad that you shared with me. But across-the-board jerk, you have no idea how sick Todd really is.
Voila! You see? Delgado is Delgano. The penthouse went to a safe house with one close of the door, so you can relax. I know that, well, you like Taya about as much as you like a hungry cat. Well, she kind of reminds me of a hungry cat. But you gotta be cool with her. You got that? You gotta be cool. Because we need Taya right now. She's like medicine. See, a wife today keeps the Blair away. So get with the program, huh? Be nice with Taya. I said, be nice. That's better. Oh, and so's today. You know what this is? See, this is a fax. And this is a smile. Because this is from Mr. Green of the Armitage newspaper group. And it says that the Irish authorities have agreed to reopen the investigation into the murder of Lord Whiting. Which means one of two things. One, it pays to have friends in high places. And two, Patrick Thornhart is finally finished. Manning, I got your fax. You Brits sure work fast. Your dead boss would be proud. So, how'd you get the Irish authorities to reinvestigate the Whiting blast? What's that? Oh, I didn't know what time it was there. All right, look, before you go, I want you to keep the pressure on Patrick Thornhart, all right? Because that's the real story. All right, fine. Go back to bed. And, my apologies to Mrs. Green. All right, fine then, whoever. I got dinner. You hungry?
No, thanks. I ate at Rachel's. That's where I spent last night, by the way, in my old apartment.
I didn't ask.
I still pay rent there, so if you want me out, I have someplace to go.
Ni casa, e su casa. I mean, that's the deal. For now, anyway.
And I offered to pull out of the deal if you want to try to reconcile with Blair.
Which I don't want to.
Well, I won't argue that point again. You dropped something. As you so politely pointed out to me this morning, you don't need my two-bit analysis of you and Blair.
That's right.
But you pay me very well to be your legal advisor. And in my professional opinion, you would do well to consider a separation from your current wife in order to reassess the situation.
Let's say I call your bluff.
It's not a bluff, Todd. I'll still do my best to see that you retain custody of your daughter. I just don't want to get mangled in the process, understood?
Fine. Delgado will look after Delgado.
Ah, and Todd Manning will look after Todd Manning.
That's right. There's no problem.
Wrong. There's someone else in the mix who can't protect herself and who can get hurt much worse than either one of us.
You talking about Blair?
No, I'm talking about Star.
That's pretty amazing.
Mother figure for the custody hearing. Fine. But then you asked me for more than that. You asked me to be a real mother to Star in Blair's absence. Now Blair's back.
Not all the way back.
It's just a matter of time. She'll get her strength back, and then she'll come after her child.
I can fight Blair off for years.
Years for me to learn to love your little girl. Listen, I can pretend with you